welcome you today to the celebration of the 200th anniversary of the birth of the Bab. The Bab who was... Could you hear me? Yeah, good. So the Bab who prepared the way with a revitalizing message for the coming of Baha'u'llah, who is the founder of the Baha'i faith. All over the world, actually, these celebrations are happening. They have started in a small island nation in the Pacific where the timeline changed last night and is going around the world and concluding again just before that timeline. So we are one of many locations where this celebration is taking place. And the locations where these celebrations are held are very much influenced by the culture of the people, by the available resources, by the number of people that are coming to celebrate. So it's lovely to see everyone here. And the community of Concord is really pleased to be able to host this event. The Universal House of Justice, the international governing body of the Baha'i community worldwide, has written a message on the occasion of this bicentenary celebration. And so we will have a copy of that full message available for you at the end. But we'd just like to say a few words from that message. And Deborah will help me read from it.
The message from the Universal House of Justice starts out with an intriguing question. Consider with us, whenever a divine educator appears in the world, a figure whose teachings will come to shape human thought and action for centuries thereafter. At such a dramatic, seismic moment, what would we expect? The House of Justice then goes on to say, the appearance of every such educator, as recorded in the sacred texts of the world's great faiths, is a pivotal event that propels the advancement of civilization. The spiritual stimulus each has provided throughout history has enabled the radius of human cooperation to extend from the clan to the tribe to the city-state and to the nation. And each of these great teachers promised that in time another divine figure would appear whose advent should be anticipated and whose influence would reform the world. No wonder, then, that the coming of the Bab, whose birth 2 centuries ago we now honor, gave rise to unprecedented ferment in the country where he was born. The moment of his appearance, like the appearance of all such figures, precipitated the release of powerful spiritual forces. But there was no accompanying spectacle. There was instead a late evening conversation in a modest Persian dwelling between a student of religion and his youthful host, during which that host revealed that he was the promised one, the divine educator his guest had been seeking. The Bab's special object was to prepare people for the imminent appearance of Baha'u'llah, the second of the twin luminaries, designed to bring new light to humankind. The Bab and Baha'u'llah inaugurated a new stage in social evolution, the stage of the unification of the entire human family.
Thank you, Deborah. The program tonight consists of, actually, it's interesting because the community of Concord is actually really participating in this program. So, as the Baha'i world community is represented by any culture or language or tradition in the world, it is a reflection of our community here that also we have youth taking part in the program. We have men, women, all ages. We have people that have recently come to Concord, and we have people that were born and raised here. The program includes a presentation, 2 musical selections, a poem written especially for this occasion, and 2 short readings from the Baha'i faith. The 2 musical pieces, which we'll start with one and we'll end with one, will be sung and played by Amelia Mahmoud, who is a friend and she's a student at Brandeis. She was born and raised in China, and she's now a freshman at Brandeis. And she will sing 2 prayers in Chinese and in English. Dr. Jalil Afnan, who is a member of the Concord Baha'i community, together with his family, will share with us a presentation on the theme of the significance of this day. He'll describe for us the historical context of the world and the society in which the Bab was born, and 19th century Persia, in which his teachings spread like wildfire. Dr. Afnan will speak of the global events that have since unfolded and the role each of us can play in contributing to the building of an ever-advancing civilization. Sonia Bader, a youth from our community, will read a poem she's written and which was especially inspired by the life of the Bab and his teachings. And it is entitled, "The Gate Has Unlocked." And 2 of our youth, Whitney Orloff and Matisse Afnan, will read a few short passages from the writings of the Baha'i faith. Unfortunately, we will not be able to hear the presentation by Leili Tofi on light and the arts. But she has promised us that she might be able to come in a few weeks' time to Concord and still give her presentation. So we'd be very happy to let you know when she's given us a date. So we will now start the program.